Hi, Sarah. It's good to see you again. How are you doing? Doing okay today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. So I'm kind of excited because my kids are gonna be coming into town in about 2 weeks. They'll be here for Christmas break. So I'll get to see my two daughters and my four grandchildren.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm glad for you that they're going to come and visit. How long are they going to stay?
So they'll be here for about a whole week. They're coming all the way from Alaska. So I haven't seen them since I think it was last New Year's.
Wow, so it has been a long time.
It's been almost a year since I've seen them.
Wow. Okay, well, and I was going to ask you since the last time that we talked, how have you been feeling? How are things going for you? I know the kids are coming, but how have you been feeling?
Well, I've been feeling better. You know, a couple months ago I had told you that I was thinking about hurting myself, and I had, honestly, I made a plan to kill myself. And, that was about 7 months ago. So that was kind of hard. But I'm really excited to see my kids, and that's been making me feel very happy lately.
Oh, that's great. And that's kind of what I was going to ask you. What's kind of different? What's different? What's changed for you since you were feeling the way you were feeling before?
Well, I think for one, like I said, it was a long time ago, probably about back in March. And I think that was, my kids had been here for New Year's, and that, them leaving kind of really made me feel that way. And so I think knowing that they're coming back has made me feel better. And um, also, I had started doing other things in the summer. I started going to bingo nights on Tuesday, and there's actually a dance class that I've been going to every Wednesday. So being able to meet people like that, that's been really good for me.
Okay, so let me just clarify. So what I'm hearing you say is that maybe you were a little bit lonely, not having your kids close to you, um, and so that was kind of making you feel sad.
Yeah, I mean, I was married for 30 years before my husband passed away, and I the girls lived with me all through college until they got their first jobs, and then they both moved away. So it's like I was used to living with all these people for so long, and now all of a sudden, my husband's not here anymore, and my daughters live, in Alaska, which is, I don't even know how far that is from San Antonio, but I know it's far away. So it's now I'm just completely alone.
Okay. So what it sounds like too is that you're saying that you did find some support here at the senior center, and you're meeting people now. Is that what you're saying? Been meeting some people in the classes.
Yeah, definitely. I used to dance a long time ago, before I got married, before I had kids. I I loved to dance. I would dance all the time. I did dance in high school. I would dance on my free time, and I guess I didn't have time for it, after getting married and getting my job and having my kids. I never had time for it. So finding dance again, I think, has helped me a lot. And yeah, I have been able to make friends there because before I didn't really want to talk to anyone here. I didn't know how to talk to anyone because, like I said, I always had my family and that was all I needed. I just lived with them, and so I knew how to talk to them. I didn't really have to converse with anybody outside of my family. And now I'm having to make friends and, you know, figure out how to talk to people. So it's been hard to figure that out. But dance is really helping me do that.
Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear you say that. Are you familiar with the San Antonio dance umbrella?
No.
They actually have a dance troupe here in San Antonio that's for senior citizens.
Oh,
And
wow.
they get together and they do dance anywhere from jazz dance all the way to folklorico. So, maybe I can give you a resource, and that might be a place for you not only to go back and get a little self care and revisit Sarah from a long time ago, but also to be able to make some connections in the community. Because it sounds like maybe not having your family here was making you feel very sad and maybe alone. So it's good that you've reached out and you're coming to the center now. It'll give you the ability to meet other people who might be familiar with your situation or might even have the same likes and interests that you have. So that's a good thing. So I'll give you some resources for that. So your daughter's living in Alaska. I know that it's so far, and traveling might not be an easy thing. What are the chances? So let me ask you that. Is there any chance that your daughters would move locally, or that at some point you might move there with them?
As far as my daughters moving here, I don't know. Both of my daughters, they're starting their family and they've been married for a few years. And I think they just kind of wanted to have their own lives. That's what they told me, at least, that they wanted to get away from, San Antonio, where it's all about, big families and parties, and they wanted to just go out on their own and have that independence. And this was before my husband passed away. So I think they thought that they were doing me a favor too by them going and having their own time and my husband and I having my own time. But now I think they're really liking Alaska. So one of my daughters has her own private practice over there. And I don't know if she would leave that to come home to live here again. And my other daughter, her husband has his own practice there too. So I don't know if they would do that. I don't know if they would leave and come back here.
Okay, so it sounds like what you're saying is that it's going to be really important for you to be able to get out and meet some people and maybe make some new relationships here in the community, and then enjoy those holidays that you do have with your grandkids and your kids. I think this center is a good start. Can you think of any other ways that maybe you can get out there and meet some other people? Have you thought about any other ways besides the senior center?
I haven't thought about meeting other people in other ways, but I have thought about maybe traveling to see my kids more. Maybe if I got the chance to go to Alaska more, or, because I have never gone. I've never seen their homes. I don't know if I want to live there because I've lived in San Antonio my whole life. So I don't know if I could just pick up and move somewhere else. But I have thought about going to visit them.
And that's probably a great thing. Sometimes I think that maybe you need to get away for a little bit and go see your family and enjoy your family. And it might be good for you to have a change of scenery too. How do you think? What do you think that could do for you? You think maybe that would give you a little bit of a break and some good quality time with the family?
Yeah, I've been saying that I've wanted to go for about 6 months now, but I've never traveled alone, and I'm scared that if I do something different, I'm going to start getting those feelings again.
Okay, and let me make sure I understand. You're talking about the feelings that you had when you felt like you wanted to kill yourself.
Yeah. Because, I had never traveled without my husband. And now that I would have to go to Alaska, which, like I said, I don't even know how far that is, to go see my kids and go completely by myself. Like, I just think, what if I got lost in the airport? Or what if I didn't make the next flight? How, like, I never had to worry about that because my husband would take care of it. And now I don't have anyone to take care of that. And I don't know, it's just scary to me having to travel by myself.
So is that why let me ask you this, is that why your kids come to see you more often than you go to travel to see them?
Yeah, that's why they come. And like I said, both my kids are very busy. They have their own businesses. So they can only come once a year to visit me.
Okay. So let me ask you, is it possible at any point that they might be able to be a travel companion with you? At least maybe the first few times, when you do get to go to Alaska during the summer or sometime during the year, more than just at Christmas? Is that maybe something you could discuss with your daughters? Having them come and be a travel buddy with you, and you can go back with them and visit for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Is that maybe something you might want to talk to them about?
Yeah, we've talked about it before. My daughters have even asked me if I want to live there. But we have talked about, one of them flying down here, and just so that way I can fly with them. And I know I can fly by myself. I think I just need to do it maybe two times, and then after that, I think I can do it. It's just taking that first step and doing it, and knowing that I'm gonna be alone the whole way from here to Alaska, and it's. I know my daughters would do it for me. I don't know if I feel like I'm a burden to them sometimes. Like I'm putting that burden on them that they have to come visit me every year. That they offer for me to go down and one of them to come and be my travel buddy. But I know that that's expensive too, for them to just buy a ticket to come and pick me up. So I just feel like a burden to them, and that's why I haven't done it yet.
Well, something you said, I'll kind of revisit what you were telling me just a minute ago. You said that your daughters have even asked you if you wanted to go and live in Alaska. And can you tell me a little bit about that? I know you said that you have lived in San Antonio your whole life, but is that something that you might consider at all?
I don't know. I don't want to leave here. My house is here. I don't really have that much family here anymore, but we worked so hard to get our house, and I feel like if I move, then it's like I'm leaving behind something that, like I'm leaving something behind, and I can't take it with me.
Okay, so it kind of sounds, and correct me if I'm wrong, okay? It kind of sounds like you're saying that you think or you feel that if you leave, you're leaving those memories that maybe you had with your husband in your home. Have you thought about, have you gone to counseling, some grief counseling or a support group?
No.
No, you haven't? Would you be open to doing something like that? Maybe those are people who would have gone through the same pain of loss that you would have gone through, and everything is confidential. like you're sitting here talking to me. Everything you say there is held in confidence, but it's really an avenue for you to be able to meet other people who've been in your situation, and it's also a good opportunity to see what kind of things that they're doing to cope with that loss in their life, and to move forward. I have some resources I can give you for surviving spouse groups if you'd like those when we're finished with the session, if that's something you'd be open to. So let me summarize some of the things kind of like that I'm hearing from you. It really sounds like your daughters really do love you, and really they just want you to be happy. And they come home and they want to see you, and it sounds kind of like you maybe feel like you need to kind of maintain, you don't want to be a burden. And maybe part of that is getting out there and making those contacts. You're doing a great thing with dance. I'm glad you enjoy that. So coming here to the center also is a great first step. How do you feel? I know you said that you thought maybe when you should just go fly, that just do it. How do you think that you will? Do you think that that's something that you might really do?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that I want to do right now. Like you talking about the grief counseling and the support group. I want to do that. I feel like I can't yet. Like it took me a while to start dancing again. I knew the dance class was here, and I knew I hadn't danced in 30 years. And, every time I would come for bingo night or just to come during the day so that I could have people around me, I would see the dance class. And I wanted to go in really bad, but I couldn't go in yet. It took me about maybe like a month when I started coming here until I could actually walk through the doors of that dance class. And I thought about it every time I left. I told myself, Sarah, go in there. You can, some of these people have never danced before. It doesn't matter. Who's going to judge you in there? But there was just something holding me back, something telling me that I couldn't go in there. So I do think I'll fly eventually, and I know, and I guess that's the hard thing too. And that's what gets me back to having feelings like I don't want to be here anymore. It's because I know I have to do these things. I know I'm going to have to travel by myself at some point. And I know I should go to a support group. I don't feel ready yet. I don't feel like I want to go.
Okay. Well, and maybe we can see each other once a week and talk a little bit through this, and then see where you are, and if you are ready for going to a group. It sounds like that would probably be something that might be very beneficial to you, because I can counsel you and see how you feel and be able to talk you through some things, but I haven't experienced the loss like you have. And the people in the support group, well, that's what unites them. So it might be something very beneficial to you. But definitely when you're ready, and it sounds like maybe you're still getting there, so we can have a few more sessions. But in the meantime, would you maybe like to work on, let me give you the resource for that San Antonio dance company, and since you're out there doing that now, and that's been something, you said it makes you feel good, right? So maybe that's something you want to explore and that's a start. It's the beginning. So would you want to do that? And you can work on that a little bit for our next session.
Yeah.
And then, we'll go from there. We'll kind of see where you're at. And we can pick back up then. Would that be okay?
Yeah, I would like that. That resource board. You said it was a dance company here, right?
A San Antonio Dance Umbrella is what it's called. And it's for senior citizens. And it actually lets them go into the community. And those members like you who have been teaching dance or performing dance for many years, you get the opportunity to act as a mentor for other young dancers around the city. So it's something that will also give you that exposure out there, and it also helps you, mentally and physically. It's a great way to stay in shape and healthy. So we can do that, and I'll connect you with them. And in the meantime, it's the senior center, what you're doing here, that's a great thing too. Do you enjoy the bingo?
I do. It's something to do, and I hadn't played bingo for a really long time, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying coming here, and it's only 5 minutes away from my house, so that's the nice thing too.
Well, that's great. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. So that'll be something we focus on, and when we meet next, okay?
Okay.
And I will get you those resources, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.